Everyone says, well, you're a bum, get a job. It's really hard. When you have no place to sleep, you can't shower, you don't have facilities to shave, you're half dead because you're being chased by police all night long, you know. It's almost impossible.
In Manatee County, we know that around 13% of the people here are living in poverty, and another 30% are at risk of homelessness. So actually, we have almost 50% of our population that could become at risk. It's terrible. They need the same things that you do. They need food, clothing, shelter. I mean, they're no different. That's the thing. I hate that that we label them homeless because they're really just people who are in trouble.
Homeless people, because they're nice and there's nothing wrong with them. They just didn't have enough money for education.
I don't think they should be homeless people because they're normal people.
A lot of people stereotype homeless people like, oh, there's someone who's homeless. Oh, walk around and lock your doors and things like that. And it's not always about that. I mean,
there's an absolute prejudice amongst the homeless out here from the community because they don't understand what it's like to be homeless.
They're human beings. They're people with talents and gifts and kind hearts. You know, not all of them. There's always, you know, a bad apple in the bunch.
You know, if we say hi to you, say hi back. Because most of the time people don't even, you know, we say hi and they just walk past us like we don't exist.
You wake up, first thing, food, shower, clean clothes. Well, I carry them. Where am I going to sleep? I start worrying about that the minute I wake up. Where am I going to sleep? Nowhere. Under a tree, under a bridge, under a boat, on a railroad track. I've done it all.
plus it's scary living out somewhere. You don't know who's going to come up, if somebody wants to hurt you, beat you up, kill you, or if you leave your stuff, if you go back, is it still going to be there? Are we going to get kicked out? Are we going to get arrested? I mean, there's nowhere to go a lot of times, you know.
My story starts back in 1985. I was hit by a car on my motorcycle, and I about lost my left foot, and they put me on pain management.
But as I watched my mom get, you know, more sick and sicker, I drank and more, and was popping more pills, and she hung in for 6 years, and she passed in my arms, and I didn't know what to do.
Well, my parents died, and I was helping them out. My brother threw me out of the house.
I'm a massage therapist over 30 years, personal trainer for over 22 years, and a teacher at Florida College for Natural Health. And I got sick from mold and mildew poisoning from my house, from the water system. Okay? Really sick. Thought I was gonna die. I lost 30 pounds, hair was falling out, everything. Couldn't pay for my mortgage.
So we had basically 2 weeks to come up with rent. And he went, I mean, I'm not even kidding you, probably about 50 to 75 places. Not one person called. So, and then at that point, you know, there was nothing we could do. We were just out.
They started me out with Percocets, and then it progressed from there. They put me on oxycodone 30s, and instead of picking a time when I should have been weaned off, they kept increasing the dose. Then I got to the point where I started selling them.
I was a full-fledged alcoholic, you know, I was an addict with the pain medicine. And I went right over the edge. I didn't know if I wanted to live. In a way, I was committing suicide because I knew I was killing myself.
I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, okay, now we really got to get somewhere because I can't have this baby out here. And at this point, I've already had lost 2 kids. I mean, they took them from me.
When I got out of jail, I had no place to live. I was homeless at that point.
I went from 170 pounds down to maybe 124. I stopped eating, you know, and I decided to live. You know, I went to a rehab for 30 days and came out, and I had nowhere to live, you know, so I wound up in the streets.
And I've been homeless ever since.